Breaker.
We're going Willow, yeah. So the AoE is what they decide.
Yep.
You have to choose. I think that the Willow pick here does give Blind Owl Esports a bit of extra trouble, just because the force disengage is very powerful in this game.
Out, sure. They're coming in bottom now. Mamangdaya with PMA. Right on top of the Mirana. He's going to catch every ability from this. It's not that huge of a loss.
No, it's not. I mean, it's one of those amazingly valued little items, right?
Yeah. Oh, Mirana. Don't die again. You just came here.
Well, no can do.
That's the worst spot to go, and you cannot go here. You cannot go here. That's the worst spot to be in. There's no way out from that.
No, and he didn't have a leap charge. That sucks.
Pathfinding killing you, man. These trees claim so many victims. Just a note for your pubs. Do experiment moving in those trees. Because you're bound to make that mistake a couple times. That, oh yeah, I can't actually take this path because...
Set up?
That's what it is. Ember, feared up. Is the damage sufficient? I think it is. There we go. PMA takes down Ken.
If you line it up like that, you make sure that when you cast a Terrorize, it might seem like an overlapping stun, but actually what you're doing is guaranteeing that he's going to walk into the second Bramble.
Also fighting in from the back line. Getting a bit of backup. Rapido, nice charge in. Charging onto the back, hitting both of the supports. Raji will drop. And almost also getting the Willow in the process.
So Rapido is online.
Smoke is activated here. Rubik taking it from his backpack, so Grims. We don't even need a smoke. We found a Willow. Burn the Willow down to the ground. Gets the Terrorize off as the Primal Beast charges in, but Mamangdaya charging in now. Krish can't get the races to connect on the Mirana, but drops down the Requiem and leaves the Primal all by himself. Catches Krish. He could use some help. Raji with the bubble save. He might have just set up his friend to die. Krish is gonna get killed there. Grim stole the Requiem. And with that stolen Requiem, Krish is dead. Raji's dead. And TK.
So good as a reactive hero, like resetting these team fights, getting the Bramble mazes, stopping all of those mobile Blind Owl heroes from moving around. And instead, Blind Owl get to have that fight exactly as they want it.
Yep. Bit of a scuffle here in the bot lane. JG doesn't have much life in him.
This is Blind Owl time.
Also, they just found PMA once again. So, you know, a bit of tips given for JG there.
DK is going to be on the back foot for a little bit here. We're looking for the BKB on the Doom, but he actually went for Blink Dagger first. And now Raji.
Not in the place he wants to be, but trying to help Mamangdaya as much as possible. However, this Morphling needs to get on the move quickly because Akari's also joined in. And with that Mana Void, just deletes Mamangdaya. And Team TK are really just sitting ducks now.
To do this right now, I can get away with this. And the answer is like, yeah, your game is going well enough for now, but you also have a team and you are on the tracks of a diesel train.
Oh, let's see. Can they get to Krish, or who's the target gonna be? Moonlight Shadow, they all appear out of nowhere. Doom connected on the Ember Spirit, but the Terrorize pushes them to safety, and that's a whiffed Requiem. Nothing getting done out of that one. Mamangdaya fighting versus Rapido. Rapido being forced away into the tower, taking a lot of damage and killed under the tower. Krish will get this one and still jumping back and forth. Mamangdaya once again Mana Voided just like that. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, he went deep for the initial primal kill, but did he waveform too deep? Yes, he did. That's from a long range where the SF's probably going to be. So not exactly your easiest game for Krish. But making the best out of it. Arrow flying into the Roche Pit. 2,000 HP remaining. Rapido already cleaning out. One kill. Akari taking down PMA. There's a Requiem that does do a bit, but Akari dives into the backline. Goes straight for the supports. Krish is dropping low. He's killed by Akari. JG down as well. Mamangdaya is about to drop too. And it's a full-on disaster. Team TK, they are just too far behind now. And that's a team wipe. They're all dead. And to be honest, the way that this game is going right now,
I gotta say, Is there one? You're not the carry. It's the SF.
It does feel like the level of teams you're playing against, the early timings are very hard to actually get off, because you don't want to play on the edge. But you're definitely looking at plus 30 minutes because of the items you really need on this hero, and your farm speed is not as fast as the regular Ebb Morphling. So I think 30 minutes is realistic for Kaya, Octarine, maybe a stat item. But honestly, anything before that, it does feel like you need someone to cover for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
well,
as you can see, there's nobody to really fill in that void. There is definitely a gap.
there is. I mean, it's JG. He had a good time in the bot lane. Walking at him now.
Only giving it all. Giving his all what he can do as a Doom, but also his capabilities. They are limited. They do get a nice stun on the Ember Spirit. Akari's also diving on the back line, but with the help of that Aegis, they can do whatever the hell they want right now. TK, they have no say in what Blind Owls are going to do, so they already got a triple here for Ken. Finishing off of this Shadow Fiend. He gets one more Requiem, well, not even the actual Requiem off, so that's going to be the first game in the books for this series. And Blind Owls continue undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated and in style in this game too. Yeah.
The draft would make sense on paper right now, but you throw a wrench in your wheel. Yourself. In your own
man.
wheel.
Talk about wrenches in out of a Void Spirit game just because you've got two side laners that are going to do a whole lot of the work for you. That was Team TK.
Bring back the double jungle. There's a bit of a chase going down in bottom with PMA. Parry fire heal up, but the blood grenade is going to tick one more time, and that's going to be the first blood right there for Grims. Oh, what a way to go. Bleeding to death.
And now on top.
Krish, pretty close fight, but he runs out of trample. He's going to have to do it the right-click way. Boomy but hitting him, and Raji's hitting back on Rapido, but Krish is the one to drop. And Raji finds himself in a 1v2. Takes down the first one. Here comes the Grimstroke. And Raji full bores available. That's a long shotgun. Yeah. Gets closer with the Egg Swell. One more leap charge away and 9 magic stick charges. So, yeah, and then the two people get eaten by the monster, and the last guy hides behind a rock and he farts.
Ah.
And it's a beans advertisement. It's probably one of the best ads I've ever seen.
Oh, they're to die for.
He's gonna get some help from his buddy. 3-man Inks will stun, but just outside of the tower range. So the Team 1 tower is not interested in helping his fellow Grimstroke. Just standing there. Guy's yelling for help, and the other guy's just staring him in his eyes like, yes.
Yep.
But I cannot.
Unused, and it's... Well,
I'm gonna check it up right now.
I do think that it just got buffed as well. But yeah, we're gonna see some wanted style bullet bending here.
Yeah, so 22.6% are picking fine art. Instigate is still the more picked but lower win rate. Fine art 54.5 and Instigate 48.4. So there's a big difference between the two. While JG gets soaking up experience in the mid lane. There's a Boomy on the way, but Boomy is under vision. PMA knows exactly what he is up to. Ken's coming in, though. PMA, gotta be careful. Gets the silence off in time. The arrow still catches the Grimstroke. They're walking back in for the kill. Snapfire almost saved him there with the cookie. I mean, he already dodged the arrow, but then the cookie brought him back in the fire line. It's like, oh, not again.
Armored for Krish. I'm just worried. Like, normally I don't necessarily mind it. This is your carry. You have two fantastic mid-game team fighters, right? You get to play the farming game here as a DK, but at the same time with DK's previous mistakes being of the playing too passive variety. Oh, Raji was going for solo plays.
Yeah, he's got his friends coming back up, but Ken is just too aggressive. There's no room for a Mortimer's Kisses when Ken's right in front of you. Akari also all of his mana gone. He's in trouble. And he's not going out. He's not getting out. He kills the bug, but that's all he gets to do. Nicely played there by Malang Daya, but Ken also very nice slice and dice onto 2. With the Astral Step also dealing a bit of extra damage on the Invoker on his way to Raji. Rapido Waiting in the trees. There's a dinosaur in the
for
woods.
making sure that not only is that ward on the flank down.
Wait for it.
Yeah,
You might
comes.
get a chance to praise them, maybe, depending on how the skank goes. Mamangdai already frozen the tornado if the Void Spirit gets anything off, and dodges an arrow too. Rapido charges and pummels the lizard lady on the edge of the stairs, but Ken will make sure that he finishes off the kill, and he's under the tower right now. Ken very aggressively in right now, dodges the Inkswell stun, gets Mamangdaya caught. There's a Phoenix Egg on the high ground too, protecting him. They don't know about it. They're on the low ground. They're going to get stunned by it. Invoker getting hit by it too. JG's Brewlings, they're dropping. They're dead. PMA on the run out, and Mamangdaya also just watching on the sidelines as all of his friends falling one by one. Rapido body blocking PMA to make sure Ken gets another kill.
Beautiful. The use of the terrain
there.
like it's the strength here is perfect item. It's like
You could say that.
what
Stats
you
are great too.
You don't have that agi, so you make up for it.
Rapido is just, well, I mean, they're diving a tier 2 for a kill, but Rapido has now pulled 2 waves in a row in the top lane. And
I was watching that as well.
And looking the lane go deeper for the Morphling to farm. And Rapido is doing the jungle camps.
And this is the second game in a row that we see Rapido really finesse this top lane as the Primal Beast from Radiant. He is playing this basically with his eyes closed. He's getting so much farm out of it too. And covering for his carry all the while. Now Mamangdaya.
Alright, deep dive. Invoker dead. TPs are kicking in. Nice soulbind there from
Oh, the
PMA. And
Brewlings in the
Krish
middle.
is looking for the double stun. And it connects on one. It is Ken. Ken will drop Rapido. BKB ready, but doesn't get the chance to use it properly. And looks like he's just gonna die. He doesn't even get to use it. And now Akari shows up. It's like,
One by one.
I mean, I guess there would have been an opening for Rapido to actually just pop it and hope for the best, because now Akari hoped he had that extra backup. It's turned into a Grimstroke, throwing in that same curveball back at them. Trying to go for the teleport away, and no stuns left in the tank. So 2 for 2.
Not yet.
Tire
might
scan
be
also
ignorable.
right on point. This is really good from Team TK. You know where they're moving, they know where they're going. They see the Morphling now.
Straight
He's
for
all
Morph.
by himself. He did get the Strength Morph out in time and getting some heals from Grims, and it's going to be enough to keep him alive. Now they've got Mamangdaya trapped between them. DK with his BKB on, trying to get the double stun from the Soulbind, and Akari lives with 150 HP. He's going to get himself out of the fight. Raji's down. PMA dropping low. So is Krish getting burnt. The more HP, the more damage Grims will do. And your Aegis is gone. And so is your Dragon Form.
Mamangdaya's out of juice.
He's very, very low, though. Krish
Oh,
will
he's out.
get him down with the help of JG. Mamangdaya chasing Ken. Gets the vessel to connect. And again, he just dodges it with another Dissimilate. TK stun to hit the Mirana. Grims is around, but Akari doesn't really find an opening for him to return to the fight. So they got the snap, they got the Aegis, but they do end up losing a core and a support. It could have gone. Morphling manages to solo the Tormentor. That's going to give a shard for Rapido.
Well,
but
he's
at the
gonna
same
get soloed.
time, it's a bit of an ill awakening, isn't it? Gang Squad runs straight at him. And he doesn't even have time to react to that. He's so focused on the Tormentor that just gets caught with his pants down. Ken,
Yeah, Wisdom Rune snatched as well.
Rapido with that fresh shard. Doesn't land the stun on Krish. He blinks away from it. Grims is showing his location. Ken still trying to run away, and this is going to be a very long chase.
Yeah, especially now that Ken picked up a haste rune.
At least he got the haste. Arrow flying in, connecting onto Krish.
Very cute.
This is a very good disengage. At least it is for now.
It's taking forever.
It's going to show a bit. All right, there we go. They're going to get a support kill. No dive. No life.
No life. No, and this
Right, now
is
they're probably
the
somewhere around here, and I'm just going to take this path. And he was able to dodge all of them. If that was a stealth mission, that was a stealth mission success. While
James Bond theme plays.
Primal Beast already got away from one engagement, and now he's forced to reply to this one. Soulbind cancels out the
Interrupted.
onslaught, and now you're on a run for your life. Krish coming in with a stun. It will connect as Primal Beast is now soaking up hits from Krish. Still silenced. Uproar never goes off. And, you know, this is the... Is this like the third hero that is out? Well, basically the second hero now out for the count. While Blind Owl has been short-handed. Krish is just diving in the base. Like, okay, Phoenix is just going to drop the egg. 9-second BKB. Void the eggs. Mirana, Guardian Greaves, and Drums with fresh charges available. They go straight for the Snapfire. That's going to be number 1. And they catch another. Chase on the Brew is going to take a while, but they got the slows, and they might just kill him here. And they got sufficient damage. They'll easily take it. While Phoenix is toying with the backline, keeping them interested and keeping them around. Rapido, rock throw. It's the Grimstroke. The dust is there, and they see where he is, but Void is soaking big, mean hits, but gets the Manta off in time to dispel himself. Now Krish hitting towards Rapido, Akari, and they're just going for the teleport out. Krish is able to get out 600 HP remaining. They have lost so many heroes, and there's a huge wave.
And then you still do have the level 12 to come, excuse me, the level 25 come up, the 12 Dragon Blood HP.
Spotted the Morphling, but Morphling does get his strength gain off again. This is an Akari Morphling without the shard, and he's been able to get his strength off every time the jumps are coming in, and Krish will pay the ultimate price for it. JG has 60 HP remaining on one of the Brewlings, and Brew will just basically turn himself back into normal.
Confident now.
Drop the Roche banner to keep that 1 melee creep alive. And they even glyph. Sorry, they didn't glyph. It's just a banner right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to draw the aggro with the full bore. Daya getting saved there. The Astral Pull pushes him to safety, and 100 HP remains. Gets back to the fountain, but that leaves the racks open. Morphling thrown into the air. Happy Rapido has to finish off the building. Positive side for Primal Beast is he does do 40% extra damage to buildings, and that Colossal in it is sometimes forgotten, but Primal Beast definitely does hit buildings. Ken catches Mamang Daya. That is nicely purged away with the Storm Dispel. Void getting hit by the Bloodthorn. Nasty, nasty ticks coming in. He dies to the Soul Burn. Mamang Daya dodging for now. Rapido gets the jump on the Invoker. Trample damage is kicking in, and he's close to getting the kill, but there's another Cold Snap on him. Krish is chasing too. And Rapido will die, and here comes Morphling.
Was ignored in the background so far, getting handled by the Brewmaster. Now he turns the BKB on, turns.
Yeah, got the arrow from the Mirana, so easy to follow up on that. That's one support kill. That might be another support kill. Has been silenced though. That Aegis is still there. He's got a lot of HP, but he will die to the Soul Burn. Morphling has returned back to action. Quick Agi shift, try to get some damage out. Unable to break the blink from the DK.
And Team TK got for the game 4. Brewmaster gets found.
Well,
no booze and buddies
I'll
for
turn the tables, eh? I think TK were the ones hunting Blind Owl, but it ends up going the other way around. Now they're in a good position. Gonna get PMA too. Pretty much a high ground ticket given to them right there. 2 kills that they could force their buybacks off. Rapido, if he just chills at the back and doesn't overcommit, maybe a win for Blind Owl.
Very much so. Akari has a Satanic. You can just put him on the high ground.
Never mind chilling at the back line. Rapido goes in. He draws in the attention and gets the buybacks off, but that's a dieback for the Primal. Gone for 100 seconds. Akari is soaking up damage and stuck in the high ground. He doesn't even get the Satanic. What was this? Blind Owl, you were just given an opportunity and you squandered with it, and you gave 3 lives away.
Yeah. Usually at that point, though, you gotta ask his enemies if they're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, PMA.
I just love how they're just not even doing like a blink stun initiator or nothing. They just walk into him and they all right click him at the same time. JG dead too. Snapfire to follow. 3 gone. And Mamang Daya is trying to split push the top lane, keeping the wave inside their base. But I think that's the least that you can do because the enemy is inside your base.
Yep, and this creep wave needs to die right now. And honestly, the next one needs to die as well. And then maybe you don't get megged.
Hopes are looking slim once again. I wonder what the win probability graph's looking like because it was 33. Okay, let's get back to that in a second. We got a fight going on here with the Snapfire ulti landing on everybody here, but Krish's damage is not sufficient. It is not enough, and they're just dying. They're all gone. They're all dead. Blind Owl Esports. Looks like they're taking the 2-0 after all. Easy. Oh, Kari, you can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, you're winning the game, sure, but that is just that is brutal for the boys of TK side. GG.
I argue that the only acceptable time to say easy game is after a hard-fought